Welcome back to the channel. Rarest coins. If you're a coin collector or just someone interested in the world of rare finds, today's video is going to be especially exciting for you. We're talking about one of the most famous and valuable pennies in circulation, the 1972 Lincoln penny. You may think that a penny is just a penny, but the truth is, some of these coins are worth a lot more than their face value. In fact, certain 1972 Lincoln pennies are worth up to $1.5 million. It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1972 Lincoln penny, what makes some of them incredibly valuable, and why a few rare examples have sold for millions of dollars. Let's dive in. The history of the Lincoln penny. Before we talk specifically about the 1972 Lincoln penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny in general. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by artist Victor David Brenner, the penny features a portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse, or front side. The reverse of the coin originally displayed two stalks of wheat, symbolizing the nation's agricultural roots. This design, known as the wheat penny, remained in use until 1958. In 1959, the design of the reverse side of the Lincoln penny was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, which became the new, permanent design. This is the version of the penny that you'll find on most of the Lincoln pennies in circulation, including the 1972 edition. The 1972 Lincoln penny was made of copper, as the U.S. Mint did not switch to a zinc-based alloy until the early 1980s. For many collectors, the 1972 Lincoln penny is an iconic coin that represents a specific time in American history and coinage. What makes the 1972 Lincoln penny special? Now that we know a little bit about the general history of the Lincoln penny, let's talk about what makes the 1972 Lincoln penny so special. The 1972 penny is often remembered for a rare and valuable minting error at a double die obverse. If you've followed the world of coin collecting for any length of time, you've probably heard of the term double die, but what does it actually mean? A double die obverse error occurs when a coin is struck twice by the minting die. This causes the design to appear doubled, or out of alignment, in certain areas of the coin. The doubling effect can be subtle, but when it's noticeable, it's highly sought after by collectors. The most famous double die error is the 1955 Lincoln penny, but the 1972 version is just as famous in the world of numismatics due to its rarity and the fact that the error is easily visible. Why some 1972 Lincoln pennies are worth so much. So why is the 1972 Lincoln penny worth so much money? The short answer is that the double die obverse error makes some of these coins incredibly rare and valuable. Here's a breakdown of the key factors that contribute to the high value of certain 1972 Lincoln pennies. The double die obverse error. The main reason the 1972 Lincoln penny is worth so much is the presence of the double die obverse error. When this error occurs, the design appears to be doubled on the coin, especially in areas like the date and the word liberty. The doubling can be very noticeable, especially if you look closely at the details on the coin. The 1972 double die error is one of the most significant minting mistakes of the 20th century, and it's one that collectors highly prize. Some 1972 pennies have this error on one side, while others may have it on both sides. In particular, the coins with the strongest and most pronounced doubling are the most valuable. The doubling is most visible in the Liberty inscription, the date, and the motto "In God We Trust." If you're lucky enough to have a 1972 penny with a strong double die obverse, it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or more. Condition and grading. Just like with any other collectible coin, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing coins in better condition. Coins with significant wear or damage are assigned lower grades, while coins that are in excellent condition, especially those that have never been circulated, can receive high grades and, in turn, can be worth significantly more. A 1972 Lincoln penny with the double die obverse error that is also in excellent condition could easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction, or even more. For example, a coin with minimal wear and a high grade, such as MS-65 or higher, can be worth much more than a coin that has been worn down by years of circulation. Rarity. The rarity of the 1972 Lincoln penny with the double die obverse error also contributes to its high value. While this error is relatively well known among collectors, it is still quite rare to find one in good condition, especially in a high grade. The combination of the rarity of the error and the strong demand for these coins among collectors is what drives the prices up. A penny that might have otherwise been worth just 1 cent is suddenly worth hundreds of thousands of dollars due to a tiny mistake in the minting process. The market for rare coins. The market for rare coins is incredibly active, with collectors and investors always on the lookout for valuable pieces to add to their collections. The 1972 Lincoln penny with the double die obverse error has become one of the most sought-after coins for collectors, which has only added to its value. Coins with such a rare and noticeable error tend to attract attention from serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own a piece of numismatic history. How to identify a valuable 1972 Lincoln penny. Now that we know why the 1972 Lincoln penny is so valuable, how can you identify if you have one? Here's what to look for. Check for the double die obverse. The first thing you'll want to do is examine the coin for the double die error. Look closely at the word Liberty and the date on the obverse of the penny. If you notice any doubling, particularly in these areas, then you might have a 1972 Lincoln penny with a double die obverse. The doubling effect can be subtle, so it's important to inspect the coin carefully. You might need magnification or a jeweler's loupe to spot the doubling, but once you see it, it's easy to identify. Assess the condition. Once you've confirmed that your penny has the double die error, take a close look at its overall condition. Coins that have been heavily circulated may have scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear. These coins won't be worth nearly as much as those in excellent, uncirculated condition. If your penny has sharp details, minimal wear, and is free from major imperfections, it's likely a higher grade coin. Get your coin graded. To get an official assessment of your coin's value, it's a good idea to have it graded by a professional coin grading service. Companies like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, specialize in grading coins and can give you an accurate idea of its condition and value. Grading is crucial when it comes to rare coins, and it can help you determine whether your 1972 Lincoln penny is worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. Where to sell your valuable 1972 Lincoln penny. If you think you have a valuable 1972 Lincoln penny, you may want to consider selling it. There are several options for selling rare coins, including major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries. These auction houses specialize in rare coins and have a global network of collectors who may be willing to bid top dollar for your coin. Online platforms like eBay can also be a great place to sell rare coins, but it's important to ensure that your coin is graded and authenticated before listing it. Having a professional grade coin can help ensure that you get the best price. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 1972 Lincoln penny with the double die obverse error is one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the world of numismatics. Due to the rarity of the error, the condition of the coin, and the strong demand from collectors, some of these pennies have sold for as much as $1.5 million. If you happen to have one of these pennies in your collection, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on rare coins and their fascinating histories. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have a 1972 Lincoln penny. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures in your change, and you never know what you might find. Welcome back to the channel, Rarest Coins, everyone. If you're someone who loves coins or simply enjoys learning about hidden treasures in your spare change, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into a specific coin that could be sitting in your collection or even your pocket right now. I'm talking about the 1979 Lincoln penny. Now, most pennies are worth only 1 cent, but this particular one, under the right circumstances, can be worth up to a staggering $1.3 million. That's right, This coin isn't just ordinary change, it could be a serious investment. In this video, we'll explore the history of the Lincoln penny, the story behind the 1979D edition, and what makes it so valuable to collectors. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer understanding of why some of these pennies are worth far more than their face value, and how you can spot one if it's hiding in your collection. Let's jump right in. The history of the Lincoln penny. Before we get into the specifics of the 1979D penny, let's take a step back and talk about the Lincoln penny itself. Introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny was designed to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, features the portrait of President Lincoln on the front and, originally, two stalks of wheat on the back, symbolizing the nation's agricultural history. In 1959, however, the design changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. This new design, which stayed in place for decades, is the one you'll find on most Lincoln pennies, including the 1979D. The Lincoln penny became a staple of everyday currency and remains one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. The 1979D Lincoln penny. What makes it special? Now that we know a bit about the history of the Lincoln penny, let's talk about the 1979D version. This particular penny is marked with a D mint mark, which indicates that it was minted in Denver. The 1979D penny is largely remembered as one of the last pennies to be made from a significant amount of copper. By the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint began transitioning to a zinc-based alloy, but in 1979, the coins were still primarily copper. While many of these pennies are not worth much more than their face value of 1 cent, a few rare 1979D pennies have managed to catch the attention of coin collectors and numismatists. And believe it or not, some of these pennies have sold for as much as $1.3 million. What makes some 1979D pennies worth so much? So, why is the 1979D Lincoln penny so valuable? The answer lies in both its condition and a unique minting error that makes some of these coins highly sought after. Minting errors. One of the key factors that makes some 1979D pennies worth so much is a rare minting error known as the double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in a slight misalignment of the design. The most noticeable sign of this error is that the image of Abraham Lincoln appears doubled or blurry. It's a rare and highly sought-after error in the world of numismatics. The 1979D penny is one of the most famous coins to exhibit this error. If you come across a 1979D penny with a double die obverse, you may be looking at a coin that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, depending on its condition. The value of these error coins is driven by their rarity and the fact that collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add such a unique piece to their collection. Condition and grading. Just like with any coin, the condition of the 1979D penny plays a significant role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with higher grades corresponding to coins in better condition. A coin with no visible scratches, wear, or discoloration will generally be worth far more than one that has been circulated heavily. For example, a 1979D penny with the double die obverse in mint condition, graded MS67 or higher, can sell for a significant amount. Coins that are graded lower, such as MS64 or MS65, will still be valuable, but not nearly as much as one in near-perfect condition. Coins that are in near-perfect, uncirculated condition are the most valuable. In fact, these pristine examples of the 1979D double die obverse penny have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some rare cases, even up to $1.3 million. How to identify a valuable 1979D penny. Now that we know what makes the 1979D Lincoln penny valuable, let's talk about how you can identify whether you have a rare, valuable one in your collection. Here are a few things to look for. Look for the double die obverse. Examine the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse of the penny. If you notice that the portrait appears doubled, or there's an extra line or shadow around Lincoln's face or the surrounding lettering, this is likely a double die error. The doubling effect is subtle but noticeable upon close inspection, and it can significantly increase the value of the coin. Check the coin's condition. After checking for the double die error, take a close look at the overall condition of the coin. Coins that have been heavily worn from circulation will be less valuable than those that have been kept in pristine condition. If your 1979 penny has sharp details, clear lettering, and minimal signs of wear, it's likely in higher grade condition and could be worth more. Get the coin professionally graded. If you believe you've found a valuable 1979 penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, are trusted to assess the quality and condition of coins. They'll provide you with an official grade and help you determine its true value. Keep in mind that the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin will be. The market for rare 1979 pennies. The market for rare coins, especially ones with minting errors, is incredibly active. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds, and a coin like the 1979 Lincoln penny with the double die error can fetch a small fortune. The demand for these rare pieces has only increased in recent years, and some high-quality specimens have sold at auction for jaw-dropping prices. It's important to note that the 1979 double die penny isn't the only coin from that year that holds value, but it's by far the most famous and sought after. A penny in pristine condition with the double die error could easily sell for $100,000 or more. Coins in even slightly lower grades can still sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the auction and the level of interest from collectors. Where to sell your valuable 1979 penny? If you think you have a valuable 1979 Lincoln penny, there are a few places where you can sell it. Major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries specialize in rare and valuable coins, and they often hold auctions for high-end numismatic items. Additionally, online platforms like eBay are popular for selling coins to a broad audience of collectors. Before selling your penny, it's essential to have it professionally graded to ensure you get the best possible price. Knowing the grade and rarity of your coin will help you determine the right asking price when putting it on the market. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 1979 Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that can be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Thanks to minting errors like the double die obverse, and the potential for high-grade, uncirculated examples, some of these pennies can fetch prices as high as $1.3 million at auction. If you have welcome back to the channel. If you've ever casually looked at a penny and thought it was just a small, insignificant piece of change, think again. Today, we're talking about a coin that could potentially be worth a lot of money, even up to $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 1986 Lincoln penny is one of those coins that may appear ordinary at first glance, but in the right condition, it can fetch an extraordinary price. In this video, we'll explore the history of the Lincoln penny, the significance of the 1986 version, why certain 1986 pennies can be worth such staggering amounts, and how you can tell if you might have one of these rare treasures. So let's dive in. The history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, has remained largely unchanged for over a century, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. The penny features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and, for many years, the reverse side depicted 2 stalks of wheat, symbolizing the nation's agricultural roots. However, in 1959, the reverse design was changed to the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a move that reflected the national pride surrounding the memorial itself, which had been completed a few years earlier. The design of the penny remained that way for decades, including the 1986 version, with a few minor updates to the minting process and the material composition over the years. The 1986 Lincoln penny. What makes it special? Now, let's focus on the 1986 penny. On the surface, the 1986 Lincoln penny appears to be just like any other penny. It has the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. The coin is made of copper-plated zinc, weighs 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19 millimeters, making it nearly identical in appearance and size to pennies produced in previous years. However, what sets the 1986 penny apart from the rest is not its design, but rather the specific circumstances that can make certain 1986 pennies worth far more than just 1 cent. While most 1986 pennies are still only worth a penny, there are particular coins from that year that have captured the attention of collectors and numismatists alike. In rare instances, these pennies have been sold for amounts as high as $1.2 million. Why some 1986 pennies are worth so much? So, why exactly is the 1986 Lincoln penny so valuable? The answer comes down to 2 major factors: minting errors and condition. 1. Minting errors. Like any coin, not every penny is struck perfectly. The U.S. Mint strives for precision, but errors do occur. These errors can make a coin much rarer and more valuable to collectors. For the 1986 penny, one of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned and the coin is struck more than once. The result is a coin that shows extra detail or a blurry image of Abraham Lincoln. This kind of error makes the coin incredibly rare and more valuable than a regular, error-free penny. In addition to the double die error, other types of minting mistakes, such as off-center strikes or unusual die cracks, can also cause a 1986 penny to be worth more. The rarer and more unusual the error, the higher the price a coin could command on the market. 2. Condition. The importance of grading. Another important factor in determining the value of a 1986 penny is its condition. The condition, or a grade, of a coin is one of the most critical aspects of its value. In numismatics, coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with grades like MS65, MS66, or even MS67 being considered highly valuable. A coin in excellent condition is worth far more than one that has been worn down by time and circulation. In fact, the 1986 penny can be worth significantly more if it is in mint condition, meaning it shows little to no signs of wear. Pennies that are graded as MS67 or higher are considered to be in pristine condition and can sell for thousands, if not millions, of dollars. These rare, high-quality coins can fetch huge sums at auction, with some 1986 Lincoln pennies reaching prices upwards of $1.2 million. How to identify a valuable 1986 Lincoln penny? If you think you might have a valuable 1986 penny on your hands, here's how to identify it. 1. Examine the coin for errors. Check for any signs of doubling or blurry details, especially around Abraham Lincoln's portrait. A double die obverse error, where the image of Lincoln appears doubled or misaligned, can be a major indicator that your coin could be worth more. Also, look for any other irregularities, like off-center strikes or unusual die cracks, which can all add value. 2. Assess the condition. Carefully examine the overall condition of the coin. A penny with no visible scratches, discoloration, or wear is considered to be in high-grade condition. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes. The higher the grade, the more likely it is to fetch a high price. 3. Get the coin professionally graded. If you believe you've found a rare 1986 penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They'll assess the coin's condition, assign it a grade, and help determine its true value. Without professional grading, it's hard to know for certain what a coin is worth. The market for rare 1986 pennies. Now, let's talk about the market for these rare coins. The market for rare and valuable pennies is a fascinating one, and collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out due to errors, age, or exceptional condition. While most 1986 pennies are not worth much more than their face value, those that feature minting errors or are in near-perfect condition can fetch astronomical prices. At auctions, coins like the rare 1986 double-die 000+Penny or those in perfect, uncirculated condition have been sold for prices that leave many people in disbelief. Some of these coins have been known to sell for as much as $1.2 million, making them some of the most sought-after items in the numismatic world. Where to sell your valuable 1986 Lincoln penny? If you believe you have a rare and valuable 1986 penny, there are several places where you can sell it. Major auction houses, such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries, are known for dealing with rare coins. You can also consider selling your coin on platforms like eBay, where coin collectors frequently search for valuable pieces. However, before you attempt to sell your coin, it's crucial to have it professionally graded and appraised to ensure you're getting the best price. Conclusion. So, there you have it. The 1986 Lincoln penny is more than just a small piece of copper and zinc. With its unique history, potential minting errors, and the possibility of being in pristine condition, a 1986 penny can be worth much more than just 1 cent. In rare cases, these pennies have been sold for jaw-dropping amounts, with one coin even reaching $1.2 million at auction. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content about coins, collectibles, and their incredible values. And if you happen to have a 1986 penny, take a closer look. It might just be your ticket to a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.